So if you can explain how can this be practiced in India specifically? I mean, which sectors are less risky to try out and which sectors perhaps we should invest more?
So few of the sectors, so for example, which involves a lot of complexity, something like a defense sector would be very, very important. They require a lot of systems and human-centered design for systems. Social innovation projects, they require a lot of systems thinking, lot of participation, participatory design. So that co-design dimension, those angle fit in with the increase in complexity. So these are like two separate ends. Any kind of socio-technical system sector, air traffic control, nuclear, oil and gas, typically these are driven by engineers, but we also need designers over there. So control design of control panels. Defense is a very good example because part of the reason is that India has one of the largest standing armies, and we need to design good equipment, good interfaces for the soldier on the battlefield, whether these guys are in the sea or up in the air or on land. Whatever information that we have, or how do we structure information, whether it is through wearables or whether it is structuring of information or a display of information. For example, you are in a war room setup or whether you are in a war gaming setup, right? How can we help people to really act on information, and how can we structure information? So that is one information design aspect where which requires systems thinking and can be contextualized specifically in a particular sector of defense. So a lot of defense requires human-centered design, human-centered thinking, and systems engineering. A lot of defense would require that, definitely.
Yeah, I remember I was called for a talk in Ahmedabad Design Week where the topic or the theme of the conference was design for defense, and the army chief was there and he said, we have a lot to do, right? When people are in high altitude places, you can't really take water up there. So can you design pumps? Can you design logistical
Absolutely.
setup where lots of stuff can be taken up without getting, I mean, reaching there safely?